Okay, so this is a video on the onboarding with TOSOPTION. That's the onboarding for those who are just new to trading and need just a little bit of direction before they start trading all like 8,000 companies listed in the stocks exchange. So we know that it's very complicated and your head, just even multitasking in daily life, when you're trying to trade, not only trade, but handle things like family affairs, business affairs, tax, you name it. Doing all these things require more of a structured approach. They call it like more of like an assembly line approach, where you get one thing done and then you move on to the next, and you use that type of same sequence before you move on to the other project. You gotta start off with one project, finish it, and then move on to the other project and then finish it, rather than opening up several different projects and trying to handle them all at the same time. Now, it is possible to multitask several types of positions. However, you kind of have to have a bit of experience and know some of the caveats of managing multiple positions at the same time. Now, with this onboarding, it's a very straightforward. It's a very mundane approach to trading options. It's a winner, but there are losers, but the losers are contained. And what you see here is main server 102. So if you join, you will be able to access several types of streaming servers, okay, that will broadcast these algorithms trading in real time. And what I recommend is, for those who are onboarding and new to trading, is to use main server 102. 102 is the most important because it's the fundamental. Okay, you can't just jump into a trading room and then trade people's alerts, because you don't know if they're coming off of a winner or they're coming off of a loser. You don't know their game plan. You don't know what their approach is. It's very complicated. So at least when you do the onboarding, you come up with the foundation, the fundamental. And then when you start to trade multiple things at the same time, then maybe one of them actually hits a home run. But I'm not saying that this strategy is not able to make home runs. It makes home runs. Okay, like we have the Tesla down there that made a big home run back in April, the first week of April 2021. We have Roku there. That's a powerful one. Apple's also great as well. Netflix hasn't done so great. Google's done great. And Boeing, from time to time, it's able to catch a nice big move. But how do you know, out of the 6 tickers that are being displayed, which one to pick? Now that's going to go into discretionary analysis. We provide the edge. So these systems are all signaling to go long. So it's this chart box right here for Apple. Even though you can't see TGIF, it says right there buy day on Friday. So it opened up a position. Yeah, unfortunately you can't see it. So maybe if I can change the scale so it includes the no, it's not going to do that for me. Yeah, there's some of the things that you have to work with. I wish I could get that in there. Maybe I can probably reposition it so it's displaying at the top. You can see that Netflix has also picked up 50 shares on Friday. Actually, mid-Friday, right? This is the blue vertical line is the start of the day. Boeing also opened up a position on Friday. Tesla as well. Google, right? You can see the buy days here. And then Roku is Thursday, okay? Because this is we've back tested this sucker to work, and it works quite well on Thursdays rather than Fridays. So you can take a look at the graph here. Okay, it doesn't always work, but most of the time it will work. And during those instances, a few, I would say 20% of those trades can be ginormous wins, with profits of upwards of 1,000 to 2,000%. Okay, and then the average would be 45. Most of the losses have to be contained, which the timing component will help you contain them. So here we have, so when you come in on Thursday, so you have to start your plan. These are going to be Thursdays. If it's Thursdays, you're thinking straight up Roku. If it's dipping on Thursdays, you can think of Apple, Google, whatever. If it's setting up, and then when we have them trigger on Thursdays or Fridays, okay, what I do is I actually go open up the trade, and I'll do that as frequently as I can with the onboarding process. But I'm trying to help you understand it a little bit more so that you can be self-sufficient, right? The baby only requires the milk, for a certain period of time. They don't continue drinking the milk when they're 18 and 22. At the age of 21, I would expect them to be drinking beer. But with all jokes aside, I'm just going through the basic process. So once I am anticipating the trading schedule, I look at the systems and see what they're doing, right? And then what I also do is we also have this on the TradingView app. So for all members, when you join, you get to access the TradingView toss option algorithm, and there's instructions for that. If you haven't gotten that, then you can contact us. It works on the 30-minute time frame with the after hours turned off. The extended hours right here has to be turned off. Okay. Now it does work well with the extended hours on. However, you need to use a bit of discretion. Okay, you need to kind of apply these other indicators like the Darvish channel, the TTM squeeze, the positive gradients, and all that stuff to ensure that you're kind of getting a setup that moves in your favor before the market opens. Okay, but it does work. It is back tested for after hours turned off. So we have the official buy alert here on April 23rd. So with Roku, we've got into this position, and it opened up a TGIT, which is exactly the same chart that you see here. So I can put them side by side, and you'll see them being identical. Yeah, so TGIT triggered here, and TGIT triggered right there. So it's almost identical here. And it did dump on Thursday. That's because there was, as I mentioned, there is in the published post for TradingView, there was some interference with the market. So whenever I open up a trade and I post it specifically for onboarding, I put into this template, and you can access that template in the Discord room. And it's right here, onboarding ledger template. So when you click on this, it'll take you to the spreadsheet. And what I do is I'll also provide a link to the TradingView published post. So when I click on this, it'll take me to the actual setup, and then with the description here talking about the details. And if I go back to the link 2, because there's 2 of them, then you can see the details here as well. So this one is specifically for the 78-minute aggregation period, and I got into the setup because of the Hikanashi candle, tight Darvish channel with the 70-minute TTM squeeze. So this has got the right look that is described in day 2 in the onboarding check. So the onboarding course here. So it's a very simple, straightforward approach. So here you can go to day 2, and then I'll talk about the ideal trade setup, which is basically what you see here in this image, and that's being reflected in this published post, wherever that is, on the 78-minute and the 30-minute. This is the 78-minute. That's the plan. In 78 minutes, actually, I should have mentioned that it works better when the after hours is turned on. Okay, so I'll keep updating that spreadsheet giving descriptions of the entry and the exit. It tells you what your position size is. And then once, say, we were able to manage to get some profits out of this, I'll just update the exit order. And this is a read-only mode, so I guess you would have to download it for your own purposes and then save the spreadsheet on your own computer and update it live, so that these other columns M, N, and O, they will get updated automatically. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward stuff. We'll just continue doing this together, and for all the new members that joined, we'll just keep on rinsing and repeating the same strategy until it stops working. But honestly, it's never stopped working. It just keeps on working. It's just about managing risk. So this part right here is important. You got to understand what your initial balance is, how to control your position size, and then this spreadsheet will control the number of trades you're making per day. Okay, obviously this is not day trading. This is a strategic trade where you have to apply some principles, the fundamental principles. This is designed to specifically focus on a specific strategy, controlling your trade, and treating this strategy as a business. And I believe if you follow this carefully enough, especially this part right here, okay, then that 1500, which is 15% of your net liquid, which is approximately the position size that is at risk at now in the market, if you follow this carefully, you will succeed and become a great trader using the fundamental principles of the TGIT and TGIF strategy. For more information about the TGIF strategy, you can go ahead and go to day 7. Yeah, day 7. And if you click on this, it'll take you to a video which will talk about the strategy and how it works in theory. Okay, thank you very much for your time and have a great day.